But
hello, you guys, and welcome to the
Woman's Cave.
And just in case you're wondering how that's spelled, that's the well with the MENS apostrophe cave. Because the other one's a trademark. The one with bad English, that ain't trademarked.
Trademarked?
Yes.
Ramona!
That doesn't play as a log line?
Oh
no, I'm sorry. As a tagline.
Oh my goodness.
No. Okay, no tagline on that.
My head hurts, man. My head hurts already, and it's only Friday afternoon. You know your head's supposed to hurt Friday evening. Late in the evening.
Saturday morning around 2 a.m.?
I don't know. I have no idea. So I'm Jade, and this is Winona.
Hey, you remember to introduce us.
High five
to you, professionalism.
Well, we have to be. We have a person in the cave that's very important. So let me put on my professionalism.
Oh, right. Okay, hold on. Sitting back,
Sitting back.
straight,
Smile. Make sure
the clothes are on straight.
Yeah. Okay. So we wrote all these wonderful books.
So
13 of them, in fact. But
yeah.
Winona, what's going on with you first?
What's going on with me?
Yeah.
Don't ask me what's going on. I had wine today because I had to finish this book in like a weekend. Because I okay, you guys, I completely forgot. So I thought it was February. What's Monday? The 13th?
No, you thought it was like February, the end of February.
Yeah.
And then someone, like our marketer, just emailed like, "Hey, where's the book? We're supposed to be starting."
They're like, you start PR next week.
We'll get that right over to you. Right over to you. We'll finish up all the little things. Yeah. So I guess there's just been a lot going on with us of late. You know, like medical emergencies, people being in the hospital, people not in the hospital, just running around.
Well, this is a long intro. Move it along.
Yeah, and we wrote books, so 13 of them, right? And the Anti-Thought series, Anti-Thought, Divorce is Battle with Other Life Lessons, available on Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, and Audible.com. And I saw it being grown up was easy. I say it every time, but it's worth waiting for the audio book to come out because really, Josanne, she does a wonderful job, and I was really like, did I write those words? Are you sure those are my words? You didn't add any words? You weren't like, I got inspired to put some poems in there because I don't think they belong to me. But they did, because I read them, and I was like, oh, yeah, I did like that. That's amazing. Thank you for making it wonderful. So wait for the audiobook to come out. It'll be out soon. And
I'm running down the rest of the list. And I thought I did My Journey Alone. He was the one.
We don't have time for the whole list.
Yeah, that's
you guys can check out.
And then there's the Misfit Guides, the sassy sway that leaves crooked footprints,
okay,
and passwords in the LPG.
Really, we don't have time for all the lists. It's a long list. Check out
the magazine.
Check out the magazines and everything on www.andwethought.com. Not and we thought. No, and we thought. Like we have thoughts in our brain.
That's not true, but that's all right.
That's
why we have people like our wonderful guests who can go ahead and carry the majority of the mental weight today. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, but now you got me all curious about your books. Can we talk about men and dating? Because that's like a whole lot more interesting.
You can talk about
Women's Cave than it is about Hollywood and show business. Like, who cares about Hollywood and show business, you know? So, yeah, thank you for having me. Don't know what to say about myself beyond the fact that I am an accomplished movie producer. With a global international reach. Let's put it this way. I speak 6 languages. I am also a distributor of movies. I buy movies for a lot of international territories. As far as the movies that I've done about 15 of them. I've done shorts, I've done documentaries, I've done, award-winning films. I have done international language films that got like a lot of critical acclaim. I've been on HBO and been on like Stars and Entertainment Studios, and a dear friend Byron Allen released one of them. One of the few women, well, there's more and more of us today in Hollywood, but it's a man's world still in Hollywood. And so I am one of the few women, I think, that advocates for staying true to yourself, owning your power, and staying feminine and grounded. And instead of turning into a bitch, which is good to do that with men sometimes, but in business, you want to stay true to your goddess personality and let that shine and make things happen for yourself. So I'm here to talk to you guys. And I love to, we can talk about anything really. Like we could talk about men, we talk about Hollywood, we could talk about what it's like to be a woman and writing and being an author. Anything you want, just pick my brain. It's ready for squeezing. You can squeeze away.
Okay, so honestly, I was super excited that you wanted to come on our show because I was like, anybody that speaks 6 languages, I need to know them. Like either like over the internet know them or in person know them. I need to know them.
Although I do want to be
doesn't use Google Translate to pretend that they speak 6 languages.
Okay, so I read that and then I had to see the languages, so I'm gonna try this just
Oh boy, don't mess it up too bad.
Well, so I'm gonna try saying hello
in Greek, right?
So it's Kalimara, Buongiorno, Bonjour, ¿cómo allez-vous? Hola, ¿cómo está? And I'm missing one.
We can say hello, how are you? And
we have 2 actually. We have Kalimera, which is Greek. Oh, Guten Tag, the German.
Guten Tag, it's German. I was like, I know the last one. German, that's what it was.
German, pretty good. Google.
Well, we love the Greek Isles.
Good job. Pretty good.
I love the Greek. She loves the Greek Isles.
I do love them.
I like what German men look like, so I gotta be able to say hello to them sometimes. 8 years of Spanish, 12 years of sign language, and the other 2 was just because Italian food. You gotta order it at some point. And French, they don't really like you unless you can say hello. It's not a great way to start it off in a straight up American English. They're like,
Yeah, the French tend to be a little snotty. Yeah, the French tend to be a little snotty. Like when we were in Cannes, in the Cannes Film Festival, obviously I speak French, so they always give me a preferred treatment when I go to the restaurant because I speak fluent French, so they think I'm one of them. But then when like an American goes into like the restaurants, like right after the movie premieres and they want to have pizza, and he's like, bonjour, je voudrais, and they're like, look at you, and you're like, what? Like, I'm making you wait for half an hour. You're not getting a table because you're an American. You don't know how to speak French. So unfortunately, they do that. What can I do? They get mad at it, though.
Okay, so you are such a busy person. How do you find time to be an author of books, to write screenplays? I mean, as you're producing, and I know I didn't do a segue at all. Like there was no bridge in that at all. Sorry. I'm sorry.
And there was a insinuated comma. That's good enough.
So how do you find the time? Because as women, when we get busy, sometimes we get overwhelmed. So how do you find the time?
Well, they say if you want something done, give it to a woman. Because I think I call myself a master juggler. Like I'm like literally a master multitasker. If I do something that is like just one single thing, single-minded focus, I find it extremely boring. I need to have spice in my life. I have to have variety. So I love being able to produce and then consult for writers and then do my master classes that I'm going to be launching soon and, teaching people about their business. And then I want to do my like animal rescue stuff. I have to do it all. It's like, write my articles on the Eden magazine that I write about Hollywood with a conscience, because there is a conscience in Hollywood, believe it or not, sometimes. So I, like you ladies, you seem to be doing it all, and here you have like your show and you're writing your books and you're doing your little merchandising. I think women can multitask. I think maybe I don't have kids, but I think women naturally, when they have kids, they have to learn to multitask, right? Because they gotta like feed the babies, and I gotta like iron, clean, wait for their man, look pretty in the meantime, do it all. So I think it's embedded in us to do that. There you go.
Okay.
So, yes, no segue yet again. Just go ahead and say
no segue.
Explain exactly what it is that you do, because you're kind of like a packager, but you also do international film distribution. So what's the difference between the two? Because, we're writers, and we don't really mess with LA like that.
Screenplays, we don't like
you know what? A movie's only as good as it can travel internationally, right? And because, the international marketplace is 70% of the box office. And so having my language skills, I originally started as somebody who literally was either taking American movies and selling them all over the world, to make sure that they get seen, those gems. Or at the same time, I was representing some big, broadcasters and cinema owners or whatever, that they wanted to discover the gems in the US to release in their country. And I help scout stuff for them, right? But I think it's important because it allows me to have a constant knowledge and being up to date as to what really works and what doesn't. And many of the artists, they do not know that because they're kind of thinking on the American marketplace. They're thinking, oh, everybody wants this. Everybody wants a horror movie. That's not what it's about. There's so much more. But the good news for you ladies, that it help a lot of authors, is that it's all about books these days. And that's basically what's happening in the marketplace. If you have books, you're protecting your property, because nobody can steal the ideas from you, obviously, because it's in a book. And so a lot of those things can travel. So, again, because I'm a master juggler, I'm a master packager, I know so many people, I know how to put things together. People engage me when they have a project, they're like, Alexia, I need to film in Italy, can you put me together with these people? And I'm like, great, comes with a price, but great, I'll do it. Of course, it's when you get to a certain place in your life, you have to get paid for your work. But at the same time I love having the opportunity of meeting interesting artists like yourself, and people that I can hear what they got going on. And, it's exciting because, the agents and the managers in the big studios, sometimes, they don't even give you the time of day. And I've discovered some of my biggest gems as a producer and even a packager by reading queries of people. Like, I literally read every single query. And I don't know about you ladies, but sometimes I'm sure that when you're trying to reach out to people, they're like, even though you're published, they might get, who? Because you're not Byron Allen, or you're not Tyler Perry, or you're not, whoever. And as a woman, I'm curious, how it's going with you ladies, because I really want to know about that book. Is this about narcissists? Because
this book is about, and I thought he was the one. So we've all been there. We've all been there. We've all been like, thought that guy was the one.
A lot of our books, there are multiple women over from 25 to, I think we've got like till 72 now?
75.
75 to 75. No, 23 to 75. And they've written poetry and stuff together. So this one is about, this is our relationship book.
Ooh.
Times where we thought he was the one, and each one of our books has a theme that goes through. So this one is a actual map to Miami with pictures that we took on our travels. And yes, there are a bunch of pictures here from the Greek Isles.
Ooh. And I see there's a doggy. Why is there a man and a dog? Did he?
Normally the best friends. The man and the dog are the best friends.
Okay, so it's not like, and I thought he was the one, but then he left me for the dog. It's not one of those.
Wow. That was.
That's a different book.
Wow.
So you chose the dog over me.
I mean, we did some scandalous stuff. I have never had that happen.
No.
That's scandalous, right? Yeah. That's interesting.
So we're gonna try to get back on topic.
Also, I wanted to say I love your cat in the background. Carved right on up, Cunningham.
Oh yes, I see. I have 3 of them. I have a black, a white, because ebony and ivory live together in perfect harmony, like the song. I got a black cat first, because black is amazing. The Panthers, and then I'm like, oh, he needs a friend, and so I'm like, I gotta get myself a white cat, and then I got an orange tabby, a girl, because we needed to break that pact between the men, and we needed to bring some feminine energy to it, so we got a girl too. But yes.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Ebony and Ivory, the song,
Ebony, Ivory, and then you got that right in the middle one right there.
Absolutely. I'm sorry. I just watching him climb on up in the sun and said, yeah, that's exactly what my cat is probably doing right now.
Oh, see, you're cat ladies. I like that.
Oh my goodness, yes, you love cats. First of all, they take care of themselves. And most of the time, it feels like your cat, every once in a while, is smarter than you are. Just a few times. You're like, really? You did this by yourself?
Yeah.
I have questions about intelligence. Not on the dumb side. Anyway.
You know what? Cats, actually, what's interesting about cats is that they have the personality of their own. They're going to pick you. They're not like, oh, I'm a doggy. I'm just going to come over. You give me food and I'm going to be friendly. They're like, like women. They're going to go, okay, you got to prove yourself to me first.
Yes.
Then I'll give you my attention.
And I only want it when I want it, okay? Not when you want it, when I want it.
Just like
you're my human. You're my human. I'm not your cat. You're my human.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. We're the slaves. Like the cat slave. You know.
Oh my goodness. Some days you sit there and you go, if I could just swap lives with my kitty cat.
And then they look at you.
I rule thing.
And then they look at you like, no, you can't, because you're my human. I live this cat life, not you. Okay, so let's get back on topic. Right, we were supposed to be on topic about writing and packaging.
Writing and packaging. Okay, so when we go into packaging, I know a lot of authors want to make their books into movies. There's that whole finding someone to get the IP, finding the producer, finding the director, finding the actor. And then there's someone like you. That's what you do, and then you do the distributing of it.
Yeah,
so
no,
we do. In the author, in like the author realm, what we should be looking at.
Yeah, no, I mean, I do that as well. I mean, unfortunately, in today's world, because everybody's an author, I mean, no offense to you girls, of course, but like everybody writes books, you know, and so because you can self-publish, and it's actually really good to be able to self-publish, but, you know, there's so many books that in order to sort of like get out of unless you're like a New York Times bestseller or you have like millions and millions of followers, even if it's a book, it's hard for it to make it stand out so that people are going to want to buy it and make it into a movie. So as an author, you have to think, well, I have a book. Can I have a great script adapted, you know, from my book so that it's a cliff notes, right? Because sometimes, you know, Hollywood doesn't like to read, I preface. So, you know, you give them a book, even if it's like 200 pages, they're not going to read it. I mean, unless it's like, you know, that's how they are. Like, give them the cliff notes version, right? So you have to have a script. And then as a script, the value of the book and the script increases if you can tell yourself, you know what, I've got this actor who potentially could be interested in this, or this director. They don't have to be attached formally, but if you can actually prove that they met with you and they vouch for you and say, hey, call me up when you're ready. I'd love to be in your movie. You know, it really does raise the value of the material, you know. Or maybe you have a movie that you want to shoot in the Greek islands. And then you can say, you know what, I got this producer, right? Because you're talking about Greece. She's smiling because she likes Greek men. So I can tell, you know, whoop.
The food. The food.
That's about the food.
And the Play-Doh. And the Play-Doh.
And the coffee.
But you know, the gods of Olympus were Greek. So there's got to be something about the Greeks. Come on.
I'm sorry. It really is the Play-Doh. Like, it's the Play-Doh and the beach. Like, if I could just live on coffee and stay on the beach and drink, I'll be happy.
It sounds good. So yes, if you're an author and you have a movie that takes place, or a book that takes place in Greece, and then you want to do your research and you want to find people like myself or anybody else that has connections in Greece and can put you together with the producers in Greece, and then you can go take, you know, where you can film this, and then that's gonna like add to your package, right? Because then you can say, hey, you know, if I shoot this in Greece, you know, 25% tax credits in Greece, you know, they'll give you your money back or whatever. Just have information. You know, as an author, it's always good to be informed how the business works. And so whether you have a mentor, a champion, a consultant, a producer, you know, whatever that is, whatever role that is, I kind of fit them all depending on the situation. And if I have the time, of course, to do it, because I can't just have everybody. But that's what I would recommend to you ladies. That's what packaging means, is like really thinking, okay, what do I do with this book? Oh, and I can do this, and I can sell shirts, and I can do merchandising. Like, just that's what packages is. Whatever increases the value of whatever you wrote about. It's like almost they want to, like, you know, does it come with this? When you're ordering something in a store, they want to know that they can get a bundle at a bundle price. And that's kind of like how it is in Hollywood. Nobody wants to do development, like nobody. Like, you got to do the work. It just sucks. Like, they don't want to do development.
So
Absolutely.
We do something called the Producers Roundtable, and every year we get a bunch of producers and writers and all these people together. And they all complain about development Hades. Development is horrible. Development. How long you can be stuck in development, and then when you never ever get out. And so I had to find out what this development was.
And then she told me, and she sent me the article, and I said, oh, this is why they hate development. So I actually have two more questions before we go.
Yeah.
First of all, we have to talk craft table.
Oh, yeah.
Craft table? You mean like craft table in the movie sets?
Yeah, like as in food.
Like in food. Well,
in craft services.
I feed my crews so well. Like they literally just come and work with me because of the craft, because I love to give them Italian food, and I love to give them, I don't just put Twinkies there and M&Ms and whatever. I actually like to give them real, legitimate, good food. So for me, the craft table is the most important thing ever, because if your crews are working overtime, you want to make sure they're well fed and they can say, hey, listen, I don't have to go to the supermarket and feed myself at 1 o'clock at night because I was starving all day. So important, super important.
Now, when can we arrive on your set to eat it?
Yes.
We don't want to be in the movie. I just want to eat the food.
You can come and, just come and visit.
Okay. All right. Okay. So we'll be there in 3 weeks. We'll come visit.
We'll come in. Food.
Sounds good. So we actually had in one movie, we had this guy who had Southern food, and it was so good. He came with his truck, and he was making us this amazing soul food, Southern food, and everybody was so happy, and he's like, oh yeah, I'll come and cook for you. He used to work at Warner Brothers. I don't even remember his name, but he came with his truck, and the smell was delicious. Just came in.
Oh, see, this is amazing. Okay, so I had to talk craft table just because every time we have someone
it's our life goal.
It's our life goal. It's like number 2, like world peace, and then craft table, stuff like that.
We're not going to achieve world peace.
So
Yeah. So
right,
I think it's literally 1A.
Oh yeah, okay. 1A.
Are you gonna make that as part of your deal when you're selling your book, that you need to be able to approve the craft table?
I just want to be able to eat it.
I can make that part of my.
I just want to eat it. I don't care how you shooting my book. I don't care if it bombs horribly. I don't care. As long as I got to have craft services, it was worth it. People did you show your book? I don't know. I was too busy eating.
Yeah, it's I don't visit the set. I don't care what people do on the set. It's I just want to check out the food, right?
Pretty much.
And don't worry, I'll bring my own container box, and they'll be like, yes. You have to supply me. I got the paper plates, everything. I can supply myself. Just bring the food.
Oh my goodness, we are so overtime. We're so overtime. Okay, one last question. Where can people check out more about you or your film?
The product. The production company you work for, Little
Studio Films. And by the way, I'm Alexia. I don't know why the thing was saying Alexandra. Alexandra is my business partner, who happens to be my mother, by the way, because, we're a family business, and she's awesome. Yes. People know about that. Yes. So www.littlestudiofilms.com is one of the websites. And then it will be live in about a week or two, is thealexiamelocchi.net, which is my own personal website, where you're going to be able to read my blogs about the business, what's happening. I'm going to be launching a masterclass about, ask me anything for filmmakers, like all the questions that you're asking me, that will be in a class where people can follow. That's coming up, and that's just because I want to be able to be accessible to those who can't necessarily afford me and pay me $1 gazillion, but then they can get the nuts and bolts of this brain for a good price and in a fun format, just like this. It's going to be exactly like this. It's going to be fun, just like you ladies. So that's so people can look at stuff. So there you have it.
Okay, everyone out there, please feel free to check out our guest today. She is, and check out as in mean on the internet, as in going to her website, not
being oh my gosh, she's so hot.
Not that.
That's not what we're talking about.
Not that. We're talking about her business. So feel free to do that, and please do that because she's such a fun person. I've enjoyed this conversation so much. I mean, I'm sure we have. You can check out everything that your ladies are doing on www.andwethought.com. Go to the ladies page, go to the middle, and see the charities that we probably support. Well, Nona, you have nothing else to say today because I am wrapping this up nicely. And just remember that wisdom is all around you if
you're open to finding it and accepting it. So peace and love, you guys, from the chillaxing Nona
and Jade. Bye-bye.
Bye.